Howdy folks, welcome back to Shallow. Welcome back to Shallow Pockets Acres. Today we got the trail cams overlooking the blueberry patch. We got a deer there going back through the woods there. Got several deer here going through the blueberry patch at night here. And the way this camera looks, it looks like it catches a lot of deer traffic that the other cameras don't catch. Which is in a way strange, but it must catch all the deer pretty much that are caught on the other cameras, plus some that are just traveling through in here behind the other cameras. Because if you walk down to the road from this camera, the camera in behind the cabin's only, I'm going to say, it's out to the right of the way this camera's facing, about 50 yards, and it's only probably 10 yards like towards the road more than this one. But this one here seems to catch a lot more deer. They don't seem to be traveling through the food plot past the other camera. And then the camera's watching over the driveways. It's about 50 yards, and it's almost straight down to the road from this camera. And then the next one I'm going to put on is, it's out to the left of this one and down towards the road about 50 yards. So this camera I think is picking up more deer movement compared to the other ones, but I think this one's like picking up movement from all 3 or 4 of the other cameras. This one's getting a lot of deer, but then the one that's back in the middle of the property that we already looked at's only 30 yards about straight ahead of where this one's at. And the way it was facing, it was missing a lot of these deer going back through. You see going back through these openings. Because a lot of these deer must be going back through here and going to the right, where that camera's sitting back in there is facing to the left. Looks like Humpy Joel there. And this group of 3 or 4 deer, I ain't sure whether it's little doe and big doe and a couple other ones hanging out this year, or whether it's a group of bucks before they got their horns this year. I ain't sure. Because I ordinarily do get a group of bucks pass through here about every spring, sometime in April or May. And then I don't get them again until September or October. A couple people in here trespassing on the property, it looks like. Taking pictures of my mountain laurel. Really, it's my mother and Barry. Some gobblers come through. Lumpy jaw again. Kind of think lumpy jaw's got to be one of the more dominant deers in here anyhow. Mama bear and 3 cubs come through, and that's the first bear I've had in about 1.5 years on camera, and got 4 at one time. Lumpy jaw on her fawn. Thanks for watching.